Let's run child support guidelines. Today, we are going to be running guidelines for a divorcing couple out of Montgomery County, Maryland. We have Alexandra B., who is a full-time corporate executive and whose gross monthly income is $25,000. And we have Adrian B., who is a software engineer and he works full-time and his gross monthly income is $10,000. The combined income of the couple is $35,000, which makes this a above guideline case. What you need to understand about above guideline cases is that unlike regular child support cases where it's a gross income under 30,000, an above guideline case typically has it where the court does not have to use the child support guidelines. It's not mandatory, it's permissible. They might still use it, but it's not required. It depends on the needs of the family. You need to speak with an attorney to understand what that means for your family specifically if you have a combined income per month of over 30,000. Now, these parents are the parents of Athena B, who's 8, and Atlas B, who's 15. They have some expenses for their children that need to be taken into consideration. Health, dental, and vision costs are paid by Alexandra, and those costs are $800 per month. They also have private school tuition expenses in the amount of $50,000 per year for both children. What does that mean? That means that the parents are paying $25,000 each, and over the course of 12 months, in order to avoid confusion, it's $2,083 per month. They also have extraordinary expenses as counseling for Atlas, and they're paying for that proportionally. Now, unlike when you're paying for it equally, and both parties are paying the equal amount, so if it was $400, both parties would be paying $200. Here, it's proportional. So that means that Alexandra would be paying 71% and Adrian would be paying 75%. No, I'm sorry. Adrian would be paying 29% of that cost. So what does that look like? That looks like Alexandria has to pay $284 and Adrian has to pay $116. Now, according to these guidelines and according to the situation for this family, Alexandra has sole custody of the children. So when we look at the sole custody guidelines based on this family situation, Adrian owes Alexandra $801 per month for child support. On top of the fact that he's paying $2,083 a month for the school costs, he's paying the extraordinary expenses, and the fact that she's essentially earning almost 3 times as much as him, he still owes her $801 per month. Now, things get a little tricky once you get to a shared guideline schedule. If you're on a shared guideline schedule for this family, even if you have the minimum amount of overnights, which is a little bit over 25% of overnights, you're looking at Alexandra paying Adrian $240. The closer you get to an equal schedule, she then owes him $2,298 per month, despite the fact that she's carrying the bulk of the expenses, specifically when it comes to the health insurance and the extraordinary medical expenses cost. So it's very important to have an attorney run guidelines for you because the certain facts might not seem important, but they can drastically change the situation for your child support, and you need to keep that in mind. And again, don't forget, this is an above guideline case, which means a judge could decide, no, based on what's going on, she owes him more money, she owes him less money, she might not owe him any money, right? You really need to understand your rights, and if you are in a situation where your combined income is over $30,000, you really should speak to an attorney.